we look ahead and to our right, we can see the shopping arcade known as the Queen Victoria Building. Housing over 180 shops, cafes and restaurants, it's easy to see why the French designer Pierre Cardin called it the most beautiful shopping centre in the world. It was, however, originally a produce market that was completed in 1898 and was all but derelict by 1920. It was threatened with demolition during the 60s and 70s, but fortunately it survived, and the decision was taken to refurbish it at a cost of over $75 million. If you would like to visit the Queen Victoria Building or Sydney Tower and Sky Tour, then this is your chance at our stop here in George Street. If you're leaving us, then please make sure you have all your belongings and please keep your ticket safely stashed, as you'll need it if you decide to rejoin the bus later. Welcome to those joining us or rejoining us here. If you look to the right at the end of the Queen Victoria Building, you will see a wishing well, which incorporates a stone from Blarney Castle in Ireland, as well as a statue of Queen Victoria herself. The statue used to stand outside the Irish Parliament. Removed in 1947, it spent the next 35 years lying forgotten in a small Irish village. However, when Sydney was looking for a statue suitable to be placed here, it was generously donated and has stood here since its restoration in the 1980s. Slightly ahead of us and to our right, we can see the Sydney Town Hall, which was opened in 1874. It is one of Sydney's most elegant buildings, and some say this is because each designer tried to outdo his predecessor. Since its opening, the steps in front have become one of Sydney's favourite meeting points. An interesting story originates from the carved lions' heads, which you may be able to see on the facade of the building. One of these, just to the north of the main entrance facing George Street, has one eye closed. The reason for this oddity goes back to when the stonemasons were carving the heads, and the head stonemason, being a stickler for everything being in line, used to close one eye to check the alignment. However, he missed this rather clever joke until the building had actually opened. We are now approaching City Sightseeing Stop, where you should alight to visit the Sydney Town Hall and St Andrew's Cathedral. Any passengers wishing to join the Bondi tour may also be able to do so from a stop just around the corner in Park Street. Please check with your driver for the next departure time of the Bondi tour from here.